You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape, Terrence Bud Crawford. And here he is, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
This bout is scheduled for
So much hype. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Fantastic punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab was blocked. Open air stadium, blazing sun. What do you think about this?
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Do you believe what we are seeing? Nice job blocking the hook. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Boxing back together.
There's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice defense on that left uppercut. These two were made for each other. It's all offense all the time. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
What are you
I
doing?
promise you, all three judges...
Focus on what you do.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? Both men step back for just a moment. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice exchange here from both men. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Switched off.
Well, there was no doubt.
You got complacent.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice defense on that left uppercut. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round.
Boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Crawford's legs are all over the place.
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see that, Todd?
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. Misses with the right uppercut. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. A very competitive round. Holding it right there. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the...
Get your mind back on the job.
Let's start the sixth. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That uppercut doesn't land. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You can tell he's strong. Hold it right there. Crawford is dazed. And down goes Crawford.
Oh, what a shot. What, oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Brother, look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down. Make the most of the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
Just box it.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Now, don't want you to low.
Go back and win the round, right?
And there's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Looking to land the hook. Crawford in trouble.
His legs have gone. He's got to get the hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
That's Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That left hook just missed. Got out of the way of that right hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Relax, relax. It's the same again. Don't change.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, you were still landing your power shots. Good work.
Anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost, don't worry about it. I need you to focus on what you're doing. Don't want to lose this fight.
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Crawford may be ready to go down. A much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Only catching air with that hook. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And that hook misses. Caution being thrown to the wind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace.